Good morning, everyone. Nicole Blaine here from Insurance Agency Marketing Services in Omaha. I apologize for being a couple minutes late. I got stuck on a phone call. Anyway, I want to thank all of you for joining us today on this webinar. We are going to go over one of my top choices for accumulation and definitely my top choice for income with Guarantee Income Life on their WealthChoice product line. We do have a few housekeeping items we've got to go over, so we will get rolling with those as quickly as we can. Here are a few ways that we can help you make even more money. Our new producer builders. So this is for agents who are within their first 6 months or 180 days of contracting with IAMS. As you can see within these levels, there are a lot of advertising options for you as well as personal perks. Um, we have tiers all the way from $100,000 of production within your first 6 months to 1 million, and lots of great opportunities for you within each of these levels. Next thing we are going to go over are our IAMS business building tools. Our referred producer program, just like on your side of the business, referrals are incredibly helpful. On our side of the business, the same holds true. So if you do refer an agent over to IAMS, you will get a $50 bonus when they do get contracted. As that agent does start to write business, we will pay you out quarterly 20 basis points on any fixed indexed annuity premium. That doesn't come out of your referrals pocket. That doesn't come out of your pocket. That is just our way of thanking you for referring a valued producer to us here at IAMS. Now, our most popular program that we do have here is our marketing reimbursement program. Rough numbers on that are for every $100,000 of fixed indexed annuity premium that you do have that does go paid, we will put $100 in your marketing reimbursement account. We'll give you $200,000 for $100,000 of single premium life that does go paid, and $200 per $10,000 of target life premium. As I said, those checks are cut quarterly, and our management team does cut checks on a quarterly basis for thousands of dollars. It is a great way to earn some extra cash for you. And we do not put any caps on that account. You can use it with one of our valued vendors, or if you do have a relationship out there that is working, we want to help you keep that relationship going and your business flowing from that lead vendor. We simply ask that you send us a receipt for your expense, and we will hopefully get that check cut out and sent out to you that same day. Back office support is what IAMS was founded on 34 years ago. We want to help the independent producer work smarter, not harder. Now, how we do that is with our great business building tools and resources. We do guarantee a 24-hour turnaround time on all quote requests. But, in all honesty, you're going to have that quote within 15 minutes. If you're on the call and you work with me, most of the time we go over all the case design and everything on the phone. And by the time we hang up the phone, the quotes are in your inbox. We're also going to get you out any forms or supplies that you might need, any product training, contracting you might need. We do also help with submission to commission support by utilizing our new business teams on both the life and annuity side. Amber is the head of our annuity team, and Once you do submit your app into IAMS, we will scrub it, make sure it's in good order, let you know if there are any corrections that are necessary, and then we will submit that to the carrier on your behalf. We do also have top sales expertise and coaching. We have years and years of experience on both of our life and annuity sales desks, but we also have external coaches that can help you become an expert in a field that you are interested in. Then we do utilize the Assurance Bay platform for contracting, so we have paperless contracting as well. Our Firelight EAP system is a single sign-on on our IAMS website at www.imsinc.com. This is the future of our business. And before you ever do take a paper app, I would advise you to ask your sales director if you can earn extra commission, because there are a lot of carriers out there that will give you extra commission if you do utilize an EAP. Now, what the EAP is going to do is accelerate your application process. So you're going to access the correct carrier paperwork the first time, every time, because the Firelight system is going to pre-populate all of the forms that you do need. Your business, it is more likely to be submitted in good order the first time. It does reduce the processing time of your business, which does get you paid quicker. It is a one-stop single sign-on at the IAMS website, imsinc.com. And you can also copy the application if you are completing more than one application at the same time, or within 60 days. You can just copy that app with changes, and it will pre-populate the next app that you would like to fill. If you do have any questions about accessing Firelight, I am more than happy to assist you in getting signed up and getting your first app populated. Don't hesitate to give me a call. Next thing we're going to go over are our creative marketing solutions that we do have available for you here. We do have a full in-house creative team to help you with anything that you might need, from turnkey solutions. We can simply impose your logo on any flyers or handouts that you might want. Agency solutions is something that we are really good at here at IAMS. If you have not designed a logo and brand for your agency, I would highly recommend that you do so. This will help you grow your organic market very naturally. And then the thing that everyone is looking for, digital marketing solutions, we are also able to help you with that. We can get your website up and running. We have digital marketing strategies for you. We can do social media campaigns for you, as well as email marketing and online newsletters. I have talked about our website a couple of times already, but again, our website is www.imsinc.com. If you have not registered for our website, I would highly encourage you to do so. There are all kinds of great resources out there on our sales resource library on any topic that you might want information on. We do also have all of the top annuity rates on the fixed side. On the index side, you can do life term quoting, anything that you need, everything that we access for you, we do so on the IAMS website. And I know that there is nothing better than speaking to us here, but if it's after hours and you need some information, get on the website. It is all on there for you. Retirement Analyzer is a holistic software program that is designed to help your clients understand where they are at now within their current financial situation and where they will be by implementing the suggestions that you make. It is very, very easy to generate these reports. It's a very user-friendly software platform. We will give you a 15-day free trial to it. Just reach out to Marcus Solar in our office here, and he will get you up and running with that software. IAMS Wealth Management is something that we founded, I want to say about 3-4 years ago now. With this, I am going to launch my first poll question. Would you like more information on IAMS Wealth? So IAMS Wealth was founded, like I said, about 4 years ago. We have grown this division of our company very organically with a lot of our agents that were looking to get their 65. We do help agents pass the 65 at a very successful clip. I do like to use annuity suitability as an example in why having a 65 is important for you as a rep. So if you have a client that has, let's say they have a $500,000 that they're looking to invest with you, and that is their total net worth. We all know that annuity suitability is only going to allow them to put $250,000 to say $270,000 into annuity products. Well, where is that other $230,000, $250,000 going to go? They're going to have to go elsewhere to invest that money. By having your 65, you are able to completely service your clients with all of the funds that they do have available. It is a great way for you to grow your business, just as it has been for us. I do appreciate, I'm going to close this poll out. I appreciate all of your participation. Next thing we are going to go over is our upcoming all expense paid life and annuity academy. We're going to be hosting June 15th through the 17th at Athene's home office in Des Moines, Iowa. I have launched that question. We will be making our final selections within the next week. So if you are interested, please vote yes so that I can get you out that registration link. This is a 2.5-day training summit. We do bring in our top 4 producers. They go over all of the marketing strategies that they have used to get from the bottom to the top of the industry. We also have our lead vendors there. They will go over the lead programs that they offer, the clients that you will attain from their lead programs, as well as the pricing. We do sometimes offer special pricing at the academies as well. We will have people there to go over retirement analyzer, and sometimes we have people that are there to go over Stonewood with you as well. We also go over advanced annuity sales topics, wealth transfer tools, best income riders. Right now, Athene as well as Guarantee Income Life are at the top of the payouts. If the rest of you could go ahead and answer yes or no, I will close this poll out and we will move on. But this is a great opportunity for you if you are active in this space and are looking to grow your business. All right. Next thing we are going to go over is our Greenbrier Getaway, our top producer summit of 2022. 4 million points does get you qualified. Qualification period ends next month on the 30th. We will be announcing our next destination, hopefully within the week. But as you can see, for the Greenbrier trip, there are 3 different levels. The more points you have, the longer your stay will be. These trips are so much fun and so relaxing, and this is just an incredible, luxurious resort. And then also be on the lookout for our next trip announcement. If you have not checked us out on Facebook and LinkedIn, go ahead and do so and follow us on LinkedIn and give us a like on Facebook. And with that, I am going to hand it over to Anthony. He is going to go over what I think is the one of the top accumulation products, and we know it is the top payout out there for income. Anthony, are you there?
I'm here, Nicole. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you for everyone here on the call for taking time out of their day to to listen to the Guarantee Income Life story. And here I just noticed I'm on the wrong slide. Let me go back to the beginning here. Um, So my name's Anthony Nizzi. I'm the sales development director here at Guarantee Income Life, and there's a lot of reasons why you should be considering Guarantee Income Life, in to utilize it in your business here today, and hopefully I'll give you some good reasons why here today, and some things that you can implement in your practice here immediately to of course capture more business. But let's just kind of start off. Like, the biggest question I get asked is, who is Guarantee Income Life? And really, we're not a new annuity or insurance company. We've actually been around since 1926. Our home office is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. There's not a lot of insurance companies located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but that's where we're located. Primarily, really, for the first 80 years of business with or 75 years of business with Guarantee Income Life. They were primarily a MIGA company and a life insurance company. In 1999, we did launch our AnnuiCare product, which was the original asset-based long-term care annuity. We were one of the first to market with that product. It is, since that entire concept has really taken off by other carriers as well as with Guarantee Income Life. In 2016, we were acquired by our parent company, Couvert. Couvert owns Guarantee Income Life. They own United Life out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. They also own Lincoln Benefit Life, and I'll kind of show you here some of the assets that they hold. But Couvert decided that they really wanted to make an impression here in not only the fixed annuity space or the MIGA space, but also in the index annuity space. So in 2016, when we were purchased by our parent company, Couvert, we did 45 million in new premium sales, which if that's not a lot. In 2021, last year, we did over $900 million. We were just shy of $1 billion in 2021. That's just with Guarantee Income Life. Couvert's total parent family of companies, we did 2 billion in total sales. So we've doubled in sales at Guarantee Income Life 5 different times over the past 5 years, which makes us one of the, if not the fastest growing index annuity company in the industry here today. And you've got a company, parent company in Couvert, that's really willing to put their shoulder behind our products. And just here are a list of what Couvert owns. We own United Life Insurance Company, we own Guarantee Income Life Insurance Company, we own Couvert Life Reinsurance, which is based in Bermuda, and then we also own Lincoln Benefit Life, which was their largest acquisition that closed at the end of 2019. Lincoln Benefit Life is certainly probably the most familiar name of the companies out there, but Gillico over the last, really over the last few years has really started to make some headways in the industry place with our MIGA products and with our FIA products. So I'm going to talk to you here today primarily about our FIA product, the WealthChoice, and just, as Nicole said, like, it's just a really great accumulation and income story. And I'm going to share with you, just some basics of the product, where we win on income, and why you should consider us for your accumulation sales as well. So WealthChoice, it's a really simple annuity product. We have it available in a 5-year product, a 7-year product, and a 10-year product, right? And I'll give you the differences here real quick. The 5 and 7-year product can be issued up to the age of 90. So that's really kind of differentiator number one in the industry, that will issue an FIA up to the age of 90. There's not a whole lot of annuity carriers out there that will do that. We do have a 10% bonus, or excuse me, a 5% bonus on our 10-year product. 5% bonus on our 10-year product, and that 10-year product can be issued up to the age of 80. Now, the bonus is optional, so if you're just doing straight accumulation, a lot of people will choose to forego the bonus. Some people will choose to elect the bonus, but really for income, I'm going to show you some income quotes, and they are utilizing the bonus. That's where we see the bonus mostly utilized, is with income cases. It's still a really, we pride ourselves in being one of the most client-friendly solutions in the industry, as well as one of the most agent-friendly solutions in the industry. So we still will allow 10% free withdrawals even in the first year, and there is no chargeback to the agent when we do that. And 10% free withdrawals in every year after that. It's RMD friendly for the client. And then, just kind of a nice little cherry on top, our return of premium rider is that we will allow the client to get out of the annuity contract and never receive less than their original premium available at the beginning of the 6th contract year, so after 5 years in the annuity product. Another thing that's not shown here on this spec sheet is we do have a death benefit feature as well. We will pay the beneficiaries 110% of the accumulation value if the beneficiary takes that benefit out over 5 years. So another nice little cherry on top here for this product. Our rates are really competitive here right now. Our 5-year product, we have in our Horizon Ascent Index, which is really our strongest accumulation story right now, that I'll share with you, the reasons why you would want to use that index. The par rate is at 100% participation on the 5-year. It's at 100% participation on the 7-year. The 10-year without a bonus, it's at 110% participation. And with a bonus, it's at 70% participation. The other places where we're seeing a lot of flows of business are on the 7-year with our annual point-to-point with a cap on the S&P 500 at 6%, or on the 10-year product, annual point-to-point S&P 500 with a participation rate at 40%. Both of those are really good rates, and we see, even when we see people going into those, oftentimes we'll see a diversification strategy, diversifying between the Horizon Ascent and either the cap or the par rate on the S&P 500. So really strong competitive caps and par rates here on this product. And we did just launch, and it's something I can send out to everyone here on this because I don't have a slide prepared for it, but we did just put out a renewal rate history piece. I am proud to announce that this product has been around for over 2.5 years here at this point, and we have yet to reduce a cap or a par rate on renewals. So 100% of our caps and pars have renewed at exactly what the issue rate was for this product. So we have really the strongest renewal history you could possibly have here with this WealthChoice product. And that's a question I get asked a lot with us having such high rates. So one of the things that we really have that is just golden here on this product is our income story. And I do want to preface that the income is optional, right? It is an income rider that can be added onto this product. And the income rider is really simple to understand. We don't have a benefit value. We don't have a roll-up rate. All we have is an account value and just some really high withdrawal percentages. So withdrawal percentages are always 10% of the client's age, right? So a 65-year-old gets 6.5%. A 67-year-old gets 6.7%. A 72-year-old gets 7.2%, and so on. We do this at a 75 basis point rider fee, okay, 0.75%. That's one of the lowest costing income riders in the industry for this type of income. And what I want to preface on that is, since it's 75 basis points, on the account value, it's a true 75 basis points. Other carriers, they will do things like, give big bonuses to the benefit value. I've seen bonuses upwards of, in my long history in the index annuity space, upwards of 40% to the benefit value. And what that does is, yes, that does give the client the ability to take out more income when income is based on that benefit value. But what it really does is it increases the fee that the client has to pay, because fees are calculated on that benefit value. And there are other ways to produce higher income, such as what we're doing with higher withdrawal rates based on the account value and give the client a lower fee. So 75 basis points based on the account value for this product. The other thing that's really notable for us to mention here is we have the same payout factors for single as we do joint. So most carriers out there will do a 50 basis point reduction for joint income. We don't do that. We still base income based on the younger spouse's age, but think of it like this. Two 65-year-olds get the same income as one 65-year-old. So it seems like most of the income illustrations that I run, especially when I'm working with a newer producer to Gillico, they want to start out showing single income. And, I really look at it as the exact opposite here with this. If there's a spouse in the household, right, we should be looking at what's the opportunity for us to insure two lives instead of one. And that's, really where we should start here for income, because it really, it doesn't decrease the payouts at all for doing it that way. So here's the last thing I want to point out here on this slide, and it's the fourth bullet point, is the income rider can be turned on beginning in the fourth year, okay? But I don't want that to discourage you, right? You can still take income in years 1, 2, and 3. We just don't officially turn the income rider on, and I'll show you how we do that.
And that's why, just let me interject real quick, Anthony. So if you guys are utilizing Annuity Rate Watch on the IAMS website, this is why this product doesn't pop up for income in years 1, 2, or 3, because technically you can't take income, so it doesn't appear on Annuity Rate Watch, yet does offer the highest payout. Okay, sorry.
Yes. No, thank you, Nicole. And I think that, that is a really good point there. With Annuity Rate Watch, like Annuity Rate Watch is a wonderful tool. I use it all the time, but it's limited in that, you don't need an income rider to take income necessarily, right? And you don't need to turn on the income in order to generate income for your clients. But what the income rider software on Annuity Rate Watch does is it only assumes that you're turning on income. And since with us, you can't turn on income in the first 4 years, it doesn't appear there. However, what we've done here is we've backed into what the withdrawal percentages would be if you take free withdrawals out in years 1, 2, and 3. And I'll share that with you. So let's talk about this case study. So we have Frank and Lauren, both are age 65, and they wish to retire and take income from their retirement plan immediately. They really like the idea that Guarantee Income Life doesn't reduce income for joint income on the WealthChoice product, but how are they going to begin income earlier than year 4? And what we'll do is we have a concept where we'll take what we call levelized free withdrawals in years 1, 2, and 3, and then we will turn income on in year 4. And the income is always going to be based on the account value at that point, and it's going to be 10% of the client's age is going to be the withdrawal percentage for that income. And we're not going to reduce income for joint income. So what we do is we take these on our illustration software. We're able to go in and we select early level lifetime withdrawal. We'll select single income, and then we'll start those annual withdrawals in year 1, and this is what we see. So in this example, two 65-year-olds, if we allocate 100% of the assets into the fixed bucket, that's going to guarantee some returns, right? And so what we're doing is we're illustrating at a guaranteed 1% return. Clients will get 265-year-old clients will get $5,930 per year for the rest of their life. And they'll do that by taking a free withdrawal of $5,930 in year one. They'll take $5,930 in year two. They'll take $5,930 in year three. And then they will turn on the income, and the income, we've already done the calculations, will generate that same $5,930 beginning in year four. And for those of you who you know, are using Annuity Rate Watch, I just did the math. That right there is 7% higher income than the next highest quoted carrier on Annuity Rate Watch using that 100% fixed rate. Now, a lot of people don't want to use the fixed rate, right? They want to go into an index annuity because they want, you know, to participate in index returns. So what we've done here is 265-year-olds. This is the guarantee, right? So this is assuming 0% returns on the index strategy, right? So they will take out $5,775 in years one, $5,775 in year two, $5,775 in year three, and then assuming a 0% return, they will get that exact same $5,775 when they turn on income beginning in year four. I just checked Annuity Rate Watch before the call. That right there is the highest available income on Annuity Rate Watch, even with a 0% return.
For 3 years.
For 3 years, yep. Now, this is assuming a 0% return. So let's just, you know, let's just get crazy here and say that we're going to have positive returns in sometime in the first 3 years, right? So any positive returns in years 1, 2, or 3 are going to make that income increase from this 0% projection when they actually turn on income in year 4. So this is our hypothetical illustration, right? We're already number one in the income space at $5,775 for a 65-year-old single or joint. But hypothetically, based on our returns in the Horizon Ascent Index, their income is going to step up in year 4 to $6,535 beginning in the 4th year. So I hope that makes sense to everyone. What we're assuming here is we're taking free withdrawals with 0% interest. They turn on income in year 4. It's going to be based on the account value. At this situation, we're calculating this on it's the end of the year here, so it's actually a 68-year-old. So 6.8% income on $96,110, and that's how we come up with the $6,535 in this example. I'll pause there, Nicole. Any input that you'd like to make here?
Yeah, so what you guys see on your screen right now is literally all you will present to your client, which is so much simpler and provides you a much better chance of closing your sale, because you literally take the 96,110 times the client's age, 6.9 when they turn on the income, and that gives you that payout percentage. That's very easy to explain. You have a lot of carriers that put that great big bonus on what they call the benefit base, the income account, whatever they term that account. Okay, we have one account value here. It is the accumulation value. That's it. That's the walkaway death benefit. If they take it over 5 years, it's 110% of that value. It's what the income is based off of. It would be, say the client took the income for the first 9 years or 10 years, and day 1 of year 11 decided, hey, I want to do something else with this money. Their hypothetical walkaway accumulation value, we could go back to the guarantee, but we'll just go off of the hypothetical. They would walk away with $59,312. much, 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 much easier to explain to a client than, okay, here's your benefit base, here's your accumulated value. Now your rider fee of 1.25 is times your benefit base taken out of your accumulation value. Those get into some pretty tricky conversations, and clients just frankly get lost. And when they get lost, they don't write checks. Let's face it, that's just the way it is. If they can't understand what they're buying, they are not going to buy it. This is not only the highest payout in the industry, it is the easiest product to explain to your clients. And then the other thing is, you're not seeing a rider fee or fee column of over $1,000 every single year. You know, that is the most reasonable rider fee out there. Um, I just don't know. I just encourage all of you, if you have a client looking for income, call me. I am more than happy to help any of you. We will get you out your quote that will show you, because it won't show up on Annuity Rate Watch, but it will if we run it through Guarantee Income software, the highest payout your client can possibly have. And you will beat any competitor that you are facing with this product.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Nicole. I think, I mean, you just really summed it up there. And it's just, you've got a rider that costs significantly less than the competitors. You've got a rider that, will provide more income to the competitor than any of the competitors. Opportunity to have more income than even what we're illustrating here with a 0% return. It's going to be a win all around for the agent, but as well as the client. We set this up, we make this super easy. Like, you'll do, systematic free withdrawals for the first 3 years and then turn on income in year 4. It's not as if you have to take a withdrawal all the time. We'll set it up so it's seamless here for you and the client. So what we ask everyone to do, just exactly what Nicole said, is take the income challenge, right? Don't just, next time you're doing an income case, don't just blindly default to, what Annuity Rate Watch is showing. We don't win every case. There are a lot of deferral situations where we might not be the best, but that's the reason it's important to take the income challenge. Just make sure you're giving Nicole or your partner at IAMS a call and just seeing how we stack up compared to the other carriers out there. And I think you're going to be really surprised. Go ahead.
I agree too. Anthony, would you go back to the previous page?
Yeah.
So one thing I tried to point out, but I don't think I emphasized enough, is that accumulation value column. So when you do take that income challenge, also look at your client's accumulation value, because your client is likely going to run out of money between 76 and 78, where with this product, you still have $48,000, or your client still has. Now, on the majority, and I'm talking probably 95% of income products out there, your client has zero accumulation value at age 78, period. And that is something to factor in as well.
Yep.
If it's $25 or $50 less per month, what does that mean, at age 80 as a death benefit to your client? I mean, that's something to consider as well.
I think that's a really good segue into our accumulation story, because what we used here on this hypothetical is our Horizon Ascend Index, and it's such a great accumulation story, and I really can't emphasize it enough. And I think I've been around in this industry for 17 years with index annuity products, and I kind of got to see the birth of some of these volatility control indexes. And these par rates are not right, but 5 years is going to be 100%, 7 years is going to be 100%, 10 years is going to be 110, and the 5% bonus is going to be 70%. Yep. So I need to update those. But one of the things that I never really liked about these volatility control indexes on a lot of them is a lot of them will use like 2 ETFs, and we're talking like S&P 500 and treasuries, or S&P 500 and cash. And what they'll do is they'll reduce volatility by going into treasuries. And I'll kind of talk, I think the real problem with that right now is in 2017, that methodology is a fantastic methodology to utilize because volatility is extremely low, and we were in a decreasing rate environment. So if you did have to go into treasuries, those treasury ETFs were performing extremely well. Now fast forward to 2022, and we're in an increasing rate environment. Treasury ETFs are performing extremely poorly. We're in a very volatile environment. Volatility, I don't even know what the VIX is at. The last time I checked the VIX, it was at 35. It might be much higher than that today. But what I'm saying is we're a long ways off from 5% target. Either way, so it's really important to have additional diversification than just S&P 500 and treasuries. And I really can't emphasize that enough. And this index here is 8 different ETFs across 4 separate asset classes. Okay, so what that means is that if you're thinking about this on a roulette table, if we have any roulette players in here, we're diversifying our bets, right? We're not betting on just the S&P 500 and treasuries. We actually have 3 different equity ETFs that we utilize. We have 3 different fixed income ETFs that we utilize. Now, like high yield corporate bonds. Okay, high yield corporate bond ETF, it's not immune to rising interest rates. So I don't want anyone to think that, but it's less impacted by rising interest rates as like the 20-year treasury bond will be. And the really, really important part of this, and if your volatility control index that you're using doesn't have a commodity ETF in there, we use gold, which I think is probably the best one to utilize, especially during times of market volatility, because what does everyone do? Like everyone runs to safety, and gold usually spikes during that time.
Skyrockets.
Yep. So like this ETF, I'm not sitting here trying to tell you that this ETF is a miracle worker or anything like that. If all of these ETFs are down, this index is going to be down as well. But what I can tell you is right now we're allocated about 20%. This index is into gold, and gold is the one ETF in this makeup right now that is positive. So it is preventing us from, it's giving us some positive returns during this time, and this index is still seeking positive returns in yield. And it's just, when you have this makeup, this diversification, what you're conceding, right, is you're conceding that you're not just trying to bet right? You're not guessing, right? We're trying to come up with a methodology here that we're placing multiple different bets on multiple different ETFs. And the idea is to give your clients more consistent returns, a higher likelihood that they're going to have a more predictable outcome. And what I think has to be one of the hardest jobs that an agent can have is when the S&P 500, like last year, the S&P 500 is up 26%, but there are a lot of volatility control indexes that didn't perform well. And it's because, well, the S&P 500 performed well, but it was an extremely volatile environment. They tried to cool off that volatility with treasuries. Well, since interest rates were rising last year, the treasuries didn't perform well, so that wasn't a good ETF to cool off the market. So hopefully I'm not losing everyone in the weeds here, but what I just want to make sure you know is that you're better off diversifying your assets. That's just going to give you more consistency of returns. It might not give you the best return on a 1-year or a 2-year basis, but what we're betting on is over 10 years, or over 7 years, or over 5 years, however long your contract is, that we're going to be at the top, but we're going to get there with consistency. We're going to put points up on the board every single year, maybe 3% one year when other indexes earn 0, maybe 7% one year and other indexes earn 10. But through it all, we're going to get there in the end by putting points up on the board every single year. So this Callan periodic table, if you guys can see it, just take a look. If you're in 20-year treasuries and S&P 500, look at 20-year treasury is the gold, S&P 500 is the blue. Look at where those bounce around to, and just think of the different 5-year periods here and how it would have performed, and think of where it's going to end up here for the next 5 years. 2021 to 2020, or 2020 to 2025. Likely we'll see 20-year treasuries down at the bottom if this rising interest rate continues, and S&P 500, I don't know. But what we're better off doing is we're better off providing the consistency and putting our bets on multiple different ETFs. Go ahead.
Can we pause for a minute? We've got a couple questions. So the income strategy can be turned on if using qualified money and still be a joint payout. Certainly it can. The tax qualification of the money does not matter. It will be, the owner will be whoever owns those qualified funds, but it can still be a joint payout. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, type your question in the box.
Yep, that's correct, Nicole. And so the joint owner will, or not the joint owner, but the joint recipient of the payout will just always be the primary beneficiary. So
right.
We can always do joint income.
I forgot that crucial detail. And Guarantee Income Life is rated B++, so they are a half a step down from an A- rated carrier. But if you would like to see, I'll send you out a piece on their financials so that you can take a look at it. They are about the strongest, in my opinion, B++ carrier that IAMS represents. Okay, that's it for now. If you guys do have questions, feel free to type them in the box while we keep going, and we'll try to get them answered.
Thanks, Nicole. And so here are the results, right? So the Ascent Index, 95.9% of the time has posted positive returns compared to the S&P 500 over that same period, which in the bottom here in the Cliff Notes, it's 2005 through 2020. The S&P 500 has posted positive returns 83.7% of the time. So what we're trying to do here with this index is, through diversification, we're going to put positive returns up on the board every single year. The 10-year average return for this index is 6.19%. Last year's return was 4.1%. This index returns over 5.9% 50% of the time, and over 5% 60% of the time.
And so as you all know from your renewals that you're going through this year in your annual client reviews, most of your volatility indexes, you were lucky to get 0.01%, if not a big fat goose egg for last year.
Yep. And that, that goes to, I think the Horizon Ascend is a wonderful diversified index. But I think we have really compelling S&P 500 caps, and we have that S&P 500 par in our 10-year. I think it's a really compelling story to do, a 50-50 split, a 60-40 split, one way or the other, but, diversify your story. And the idea behind diversification isn't to illustrate the best return, right? That's not what we're doing. We're not trying to illustrate what is going to be the best on paper for the client if we look back over 10 years. The idea is to give your client the better opportunity to have more consistent returns throughout their annuity contract, and make your job easier because they're getting returns every single year.
Exactly.
Here's a look at the volatility control mechanism in action here. This is April 1st, 2019 through April 1st of 2020. The blue line is the S&P 500. The yellow line is the Horizon Ascend. We all know what happened in the first quarter of 2020. The S&P 500 lost 20-30% during that time. The Horizon Ascend lost 1.5 points. We still posted over a 5% return here for that time frame. And again, it's one of those things, giving your clients a more consistent, more predictable outcome. Sure, the S&P 500 was up 14 at one point, and the Horizon Ascend was only up 7. That's going to happen because of the diversification that we have, but the likelihood that we're going to post a return is far greater using this index compared to the S&P 500 or other indexes out there.
And that's why you blend a little bit in the S&P and a little bit in the Horizon. That way you get the best of both worlds, and possibly in the fixed as well, because the fixed at 2 is pretty competitive.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. Got it. And then what I always tell everyone I talk to is, when you think of guarantee income life, right? Think of your ABCs. Okay, I said issue age. That's, selling point number one. We'll issue up to the age of 90 on our 5 and 7 year products. Okay, that's a big selling point for us. Income benefits. We're the highest income payer in the industry for joint income or single income when you start that income early. I showed you examples in the first year. That's where we really shine, in the first year. The longer you defer out, if you're showing 0% returns with us, sure, carriers with big bonuses and big roll-up rates, are going to outperform what we have, but we really shine when clients are taking income early. And then consistent performance. How do you want to get there? Do you want to get there by having consistency throughout the contract? That's where we really shine here with Guarantee Income Life. And then finally, and I'll take any questions here after this, I do just want to give a quick plug here for our MYGA product. We've got some really strong rates in the MYGA. We will issue, one of the big differentiators for us is we will issue up to the age of 100 on our 3, 4, or 5 year MYGA. 5-year rate right now is at 3.85%, and our 3-year MYGA rate is at 3.6%. So some really strong MYGA rates as well. And especially if you're dealing with someone, I get cases every single day where somebody is up against maturity on their annuity product. The maturity is at 90 or 95. This is a place where they can move the money, continue that tax deferral. And our maturity on both WealthChoice and this MYGA product is 110. So they're likely never going to see it.
And the other thing that I will mention, not that it's the key, but so they, as you can see, they have the 5-year, the 3-year rates, both ultra competitive, issuing to age 100, and there's only one comp reduction. And Anthony, is it 75?
Yeah, all of our comp reductions on all of our products, there's a comp reduction of 75. Yep.
But 75 through age 100 pays the same comp, and it is ultra competitive, and it's a great rate for your client.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I hope all of you, I hope I gave all of you, some good reasons here to use Guarantee Income Life. What I hope you took away from this is we're a company that's rising quickly. We've got some super competitive products. We've got a really good story. And, I think with that Horizon Ascend, you go to the client and you talk to them about the diversification story, you're adding value to their retirement money. By telling them that story versus, a competitor or another agent in the house, who might just be showing them an illustration and they don't know what's in the index. I think that's a great way to provide value to your clients. With that, Nicole, do we have any other questions?
It does not look like we do. I did launch my last poll question. If you answer yes, I will send you out all of the information, including the, do we have one more? What's the comp on the WealthChoice? It is 6.5%, sir. Ultra competitive. Yeah, that was the last one. Okay, so if you guys would like this information, maximum premium is $1 million without approval.
Yeah, and I really want to preface without approval. We are hungry and eager to take on business, so we're getting a lot approved right now.
Right. And the other thing I will say to all of you is that not only am I available to assist you with this, Anthony is one of my most responsive reps. So I literally have answers from him. If it's something that is, I can get answers from him within 10 minutes if it's easy. So, pre-qualification for over 1 million, I don't know how long that takes, probably a day, but we can definitely get it done for you. So please take the income challenge and let me show you too how this product is a great accumulation vehicle for those older clients on that 5 and 7 year chassis. I appreciate everybody. Did you have anything else, Anthony? I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I don't have anything else. Just once again, thank you to everyone. I know you're taking time out of your day, and that's very important. So thank you for taking the time to listen to the Guarantee Income Life story.
And I would like to thank all of you as well, and especially Anthony, for coming to see us yesterday and joining me on the call bright and early this morning. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm going to close out that poll question. I will get all of the Guarantee Income Life information out to you and follow up with you at the conclusion of the webinar. Thanks for your time, and I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.